live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 6 starts now.
A final cruise and annual event will have to find a new home as the Rockford Speedway prepares to close its doors after 76 years. And the House passes the state budget with no Republican support. Plus, a massive table tennis tournament returns to the Forest City. Good evening, I'm Marissa Lessner. Taylor is off tonight. Thanks for joining us this evening. This is the last lap for the Rockford Speedway. The family is selling the famous spot after the season, and that means it's the last event for annual events there like the Miracle Mile Cruise and Car Show. Our Nicole Delgado talked with organizers about the show's future.
That's right, Marissa. Well, it was the turnout was great, and people tell me they couldn't miss the chance to cruise the Speedway for the very last time.
I've attended a few. This will be the first one I've participated in. Pretty much the last and only time I'll be able to drive on the Speedway.
This is Frederick Livingston III's first and final time taking part in the Miracle Miles Burnout Contest at Rockford Speedway. And Frederick won it all. He says he did it in honor of his father.
All for my dad. My dad died March 31st at the Apollo Theater, and this was for him. I know he's up there receiving my clouds now, so.
After cruising around the Speedway, drivers and car fanatics headed over to Don Carter Lanes for the car show.
It gives an ordinary person like me an opportunity to feel what it's like to be a race car driver. And so they've made so many people so happy over the years.
The fun thing is, you always wanted to do this when you was 15 and 16 years old. Now we can. And it's a walk down history lane. You know, the automobile was the center of the community back in the 50s and 60s.
Organizers say the fundraiser is a way to shine a spotlight on the businesses along the Miracle Mile.
Help businesses that install exterior security cameras around their buildings, get a beautification program off the ground to help with refreshing some of the old tired landscaping. Our whole idea is just to market this area so that it stays viable and thriving.
Frederick tells me he is happy to be a part of the Miracle Mile event. He only wishes his dad was there to experience the win with him.
I'm sad that he's not here in person, but I can feel it. He's here with me, so it means the world.
There were 300+ cars showcased today and around 2,000 spectators. Organizers tell me they are looking at how they can continue the cruise and car show next year without the Speedway. Marissa?
All right, thanks, Nicole. And the Dairy family is selling the track and nearby land after longtime owner Jody Dairy passed away last year at the age of 97. They plan on moving furniture out of the Forest Hills Lodge next week. Demolition of the building is expected in July. HJS Development, which is managed by Shorewood Development, bought the Speedway. The property in front of the racetrack, along with 173, will be developed first. Welcome back. Much of Congress is home for the holiday weekend, but key negotiators are still at work trying to hammer out a deal to raise the nation's debt limit. Both sides seemingly optimistic a deal can be made. ABC's Dave Packer has the details.
President Biden seeming optimistic on Friday that a deal could be reached to raise the nation's debt limit.
Things are looking good, very optimistic.
Representative Patrick McHenry, a key Republican negotiator, agrees, saying the two sides are close.
You all know waiting around for the final bit of agreements is the hardest, longest wait. And this is the reason why there are these gaps and we have to go work through language.
As House Speaker Kevin McCarthy arrived on Capitol Hill Saturday, he told reporters Congress will meet the deadline to raise the debt limit, but did not specify what details still need to be hashed out.
So we really made it focused on how can we curb the debt and make a trajectory that we're in a better place at the end of the day.
Sources tell ABC News a possible deal would limit government spending and raise the nation's borrowing limit past the 2024 presidential election. On Friday, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen sent a new letter to Congress estimating the government won't be at risk of running out of money to pay its bills until June 5th, slightly later than the previous estimate of June 1st. Yellen warning a default would cause severe hardship to American families, harm our global leadership position, and raise questions about our ability to defend national security interests. Economists say millions of jobs could be lost, troops wouldn't be paid, and Social Security payments would come to a halt. Congressional leaders have told lawmakers who left Washington for the holiday weekend to be prepared to return to Capitol Hill immediately if a deal is made. Dave Packer, ABC News, New York.
Our Memorial Day weekend is off to a beautiful start. We had sunny skies today. Take a look at that view from our SkyTrack Weather Network camera. Jordan Wolf is in next to tell us what to expect for the rest of our long weekend and when the mercury is really going to rise.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Well, bright and sunny skies across the area today, at least to start out the day, allowed our temperatures to warm fairly nicely into the afternoon. We still have, though, that easterly flow with high pressure across the Great Lakes, not too far away across many areas of the plains. Temperatures made their way into the 80s because they have some of that southerly flow, not quite as influenced by that high pressure. Many spots locally made their way into the 70s here today, and that's where many spots sit as well. 73 now in Rockford, 74 in Rochelle, 70 degrees in DeKalb, almost 80 degrees down in Sterling and over in Savannah, sitting at 79. Some of these cooler spots are influenced because of the slightly more cloud cover that we have been seeing over the last few hours. And that's really evident when we look at our water vapor map here. This low pressure system off the coast of the Carolinas is kind of shoving some of this moisture over to our area. That's what's increasing some of that, especially upper level cloud cover into the area. We also look at that satellite radar and we see that's where some of that cloud cover ends up going, is it's drifting just a little bit further out of the area, giving us that increase in cloud cover, helping to at least limit some of our temperatures in the very short term. We look at that cloud cover now. We see our SkyTrack camera overlooking Beloit, Wisconsin. Some of those very upper level clouds starting to increase just a little bit. Out in Freeport as well, the Park Hills Golf Course, that SkyTrack camera is brought to us by the Rockford Career College. We continue to see those falling temperatures the rest of the evening tonight from the 70s where they are now all the way down into the 50s and then even into the low 50s by the time we get to the overnight hours tonight. Unlike last night, we have a little bit additional cloud cover, and that's going to keep our temperatures at least a little bit warmer in just a few spots. We ended up falling to 44 degrees last night. We only fall to just below 50 degrees for the overnight low tonight. Still mostly clear for the most part, but we do get a little bit of that increase in some of those cloud cover. Tomorrow, though, temperatures do rise back up into the 80s, 81 degrees for that afternoon high. Lots of sunshine kind of sticking with us, but again, a little bit more cloud cover than where we saw today, at least for the most part of the day. Very similar to what we're actually seeing now with that cloud cover, but still a little bit warmer as we get into the afternoon. And then as we get into the day tomorrow, things are going to be a little bit warmer, but then even warmer than that once we get into Memorial Day. Temperatures already starting out warmer for the early part of the morning in the 70s. By the time we get into the afternoon, things warming back up into the mid 80s with a lot of sunshine as well. So if you have any outdoor plans, make sure that you are applying sunscreen regularly, especially if you have some fairer skin like I do. I know that if I'm going to be outdoors at any time, definitely going to need to use that sunscreen. We also see those warmer temperatures continuing at least for the middle part of the week, partially because this blocking pattern that I already mentioned earlier, that low pressure over the Carolinas, high pressure over top of it, once that moves its way out of the area, that leaves us under a large ridge of high pressure, and that's going to develop our temperatures a lot warmer as we get into the middle part of the week, as we get that warmer trend sticking with us at least for the next few days. So Memorial Day gets up to 85 degrees after 81 on Sunday, even warmer than that once we get into the middle of the week, Marissa. We're even touching 90 degrees for a couple of days before we start that cooling trend back next weekend.
All right, thanks, Jordan. Reagan's in next with sports. We had several teams going after postseason championships today. She'll bring us all the action from the Diamond coming up next.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
The baseball teams at Byron and Rockford Christian had a feeling for weeks that they might be facing each other in the sectional tournament. Well, that's exactly what happened this morning. They met at Stillman Valley with a sectional championship on the line in Class 2A. Rockford Christian pitcher Devin Bruggeman had control issues early. He walked Noah Brass with the bases loaded to bring in Braden Smith with the first run of the game. The Royal Lions got that run back in the bottom of the first, though, on a sacrifice bunt by Brody Carlson. That scored Justin Gorski. Now on the top of the second, Caden Considine came up with the bases loaded. He strokes a line drive to right for a hit. Two Tigers scored, and it was 4-1 Byron. Now let's go to the top of the third. Considine was up again with the bases loaded. Again, he drives a hit to the outfield. 2 more runs scored. Considine had 3 hits and 4 runs batted in today. The Tigers went on to win 11-3. They'll play in a super sectional game at Rivet Stadium Monday against DePaul College Prep of Chicago. So what's Coach Hartman's message to his Tigers about that game?
Just stay in the moment, stay focused. We really need to, I've asked them to give 2 things all season, and that's 1, give 100%, and 2, expect to win every game you play. We'll be the underdog on Monday, no question about it, but we're going to expect to win that ball game.
Now over to Boylan High School, where a 3A regional championship was on the line for Boylan and Sycamore. The Spartans got on the board early in the first, but what a battle this was for a few innings. Big defensive plays and even bigger stuff on the mound for Sycamore's Jimmy Aptman. He was amped up after that strikeout. He had 5 through 5 innings. Now to the 5th inning, and this is where the fun starts. 2 on base for Boylan's Austin Alonzo. He drives this one out to right field, but the outfielder can't make the play, and that brings 2 Titans across home plate, and Boylan leads 2-1. The Titans will add another with this RBI from catcher Jack Curnow, and Boylan takes a 2-run lead into the bottom of the inning. But Sycamore had an answer and then some. Connor Willier with bases loaded, line drive to right. 1 will score, and how about you make it 2? The Spartans cooking with gas. Next batter is Owen Piazza. He'll add an RBI of his own, a 4-run inning to close out the 5th for the Spartans. And Tommy Townsend will close out this game and Boylan's season on the mound. Sycamore takes the regional championship, winning 7-3. They advance to the Kaneland sectional on Thursday against St. Francis. Now more postseason baseball. The Class 1A sectional championship goes to Newman Catholic Central. They defeated Dakota 10-7. And the Hononegah boys volleyball team is moving on to the finals of the Fox Lake Grant sectional. They took down Stevenson today in 2 sets. The first 27-25 and the second 25-22. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Jordan, so far you get an A+ for this Memorial Weekend forecast. You know, there's some, I was at the pool today talking to some friends, and I said, there's some years that it's been like 60 degrees and cloudy and rainy, and my kids still want to go to the pool, and I'm sitting there shivering in a sweatshirt, but man, today was beautiful.
Yeah, this is great weather to look forward to for the weekend. I don't know if any of you guys have any specific outdoor plans you're going to do this week, but I know that I'm going to a couple baseball games later this week, so it's great weather for it.
Yeah, and you're doing some golfing.
I'm going golfing, and it's perfect weather. I'm going to need to stay hydrated, but it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, and the good news is we're not talking about any humidity either. So this is going to be very warm, not very humid. So this is absolutely perfect weather for any outdoor activities. And we're actually not talking about any rain in the forecast either. Right now, we are seeing a little bit of an increase in cloud cover on the First Warn Interactive Radar from Rockford Auto Glass and more, but temperatures only warming up as we get into the rest of the holiday weekend. Mid-80s by the time we get to Memorial Day, and then talking about 90s for at least a couple of days. Very slim rain chances, at least until we get through the end of next week.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you back here at 10. Have a great night.